Hello, my little technocrats. Now, this is going to be a very fun video. Why? Because today we will not be only learning theory, but we will be doing something very practical. We will be learning by doing things. So, I'm very excited about this session and our next few videos because in all these videos we will be trying everything that we learn by our own hands. So, the name of our chapter is Know Your Desktop. Now here when we say desktop, we do not mean just a desktop computer. Desktop is the screen, this home screen of your computer. Even a laptop's home screen is called desktop. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about computer, documents, pictures, recycle bin, taskbars, how to manipulate Windows, creating shortcuts, changing date and time, working with Windows accessories and etc. So I hope you are excited because I really am, and next few videos are going to be lots of fun. So as you know, a computer needs an operating system to run it. When we switch on a computer, it takes some time to open. This is because the computer has to first load the operating system in its memory. So we learned about the data storage in memory. We have learned that there is a basic memory, which primary memory of the computer, which stores the operating system of the computer. And whenever you start a computer, this process of starting a computer and loading the operating system is called booting. That is why you do not switch on a computer, you do not start a computer, you boot a computer. Or if you restart a computer, it is called rebooting. It is called rebooting a computer. So once the process of booting is over, we see a screen with many small pictures on the monitor. These pictures are called icon. So as soon as I've already started this computer because I wanted to record this video for you. So as soon as I start my computer, this is the screen that will come in front of my eyes. So this is my Windows because I am using Windows operating system. There is also another famous operating system called Macintosh, that is by Apple company. There is one more operating system called Linux, but Windows is one of the very popular operating systems and I am going to teach you Windows. Even our book talks about Windows. So once the process of booting is over, once I've started my computer, we can see a screen with small pictures on the monitor. So see, you can see these are small pictures. Now these pictures are called icons and the screen with these icons is called desktop. So these pictures, they are called icons and this is my desktop. Now let's know more about these icons on desktop. Now this first icon, this is called this PC. Sometimes in older version of Windows, it is also called computer. And in even older version of Windows, it used to be called my computer. So this folder, computer folder, shows a list of disk drives and their contents in a computer. It helps us to find, organize, move and copy files. We can also search for files and folders and modify the computer settings by clicking on the control panel. So see, you can search here if you want to search a file. Now if I want to look for a file, so I can see, okay, this is a folder which has Aradi, or I can find Aradi's speech or Aradi's English video. So I can search here. Also there is a thing called control panel. Let me show you the control panel. See, this control panel, it helps us me to change the things in my computer. So we will come to the computer control panel later. First, let us learn about this my computer, this PC. So when you click on my computer, when you double click, if you have to open this, let me show this again. If you want to open this icon, if you want to open this my computer, you will have to double click, left double click, not right click, left double click. So you do it double click and this will open. Now when we double click on the computer icon, a window opens. This window is mainly divided into two sections. Okay. The first section is hard disk drives. This displays all the partition of hard disk drives in the computer. Now, if you remember, in our last chapter, we learnt about different types of data storage media. In that, we have learned that hard disk is the primary storage in any computer. Now, what happens is that usually we partition the hard disk. Like in my computer, in this PC that I am using, I have 4 partitions. There is C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. Now, this doesn't mean there are 4 hard disks. Sorry, this D drive is not a hard disk. I'll talk about this later. But C drive, E drive and F drive. What this means is that there are not 3 hard disks in my computer. I have partitioned my total hard disk into 3 parts. So this displays all the partition of hard disk drives in the computer. We can view the contents of any hard disk partition by double clicking on it. The screenshot. Now if I want to see what is in this partition, so if I double click on this, it will open. So see, you can see here all my program files are there. If I see what is there in this partition, I'll have to double click it again. So I'll see that, okay, I've got my daughter's folders and all my trips and everything. If I open this folder, I will see that there is old data and everything. So in all partitions, I have kept something or the other. So all together, they make up my hard disk. Then after this, the second section is devices with removable storage. Now I told you I'll tell you about this later. This is because this is my DVD drive. This D drive is my DVD drive, which is a removable disk. Also, if I connect a pen drive to my computer right now, or if I enter any CD or any DVD, here a new drive will come. I do not have a pen drive right now with me, otherwise I would have shown you. So if I insert a pen drive in my USB port, where do you insert the pen drive? Pen drive is inserted in the USB port, Universal Serial Bus port of the computer. So if I insert the pen drive in my computer, another thing will pop up which will say G drive. Why? Because C, D, E, F is already there. So the new drive will come over here. It will be G drive. This shows the removable storage devices attached to the computer like floppy. Well, we do not use floppies anymore, but pen drive, CD drive. And to view their contents, again you will have to double click on the icon. Right now I do not have a CD in my computer, but if I double click it, it will open. Now CD drive is generally given a name in an alphabetical order after the hard disk. So you can see that this is C, so the next drive is D. After that my partitions have come. Alright. Now let's go to a next folder. This folder is called the documents folder. See, in my computer you can see it's over here. This document folder, if I open here, it will show all my important documents. So document folder displays our documents stored in the computer. It provides a convenient place to store documents, spreadsheets, and other files. Now what is spreadsheets? These are Word files. These are my documents. So if I want to save something in Excel, let me show you how a spreadsheet looks like. So if I write something in MS Excel, see, if I want to write the roll number of all the students in class, so this is student B, roll number is 2, student C, roll number is 3, student 4, roll number is D. Sorry. And if I write like this is the name of the student and this is their roll number. Now what I'm doing is that I have made a spreadsheet of all the students in my class and I've written their roll number. So roll number 1 is A, roll number 2 is B, like this I can carry this forward. So if I want to add more students to my class, I can write like this and I can add to their roll numbers. So when I do this, I'm basically making a spreadsheet. You normally make a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel. Now if I save this spreadsheet, the first place my computer will ask me to store it in is in documents. I can change my folder if I want, but normally it will ask me to save it in documents. So I'll give it a name, class 5 roll numbers. Okay, so it is now saved. Now if I go back to this folder of my documents folder, see, we came to my computer. If you open this document folders, here this is the spreadsheet class 5 roll numbers. If I double click it, it will open. See, this is the spreadsheet that we made. So this is how this my document folder, it contains Word documents, like these are the Word documents which we have. My daughter has written a nice story about her favorite toy called Leo. So you can see that this is a Word document and I also showed you a spreadsheet. We can also save our PowerPoint files and any other documents that we want to save. Even PDF. PDF is portable document format. Even PDFs are stored here. So whatever you want to save, you can save it over here. Right? Let's go back to my computer. Now the next folder in my computer is pictures. So this is the pictures folder. Now, as the name itself says, picture folders display as graphics and picture files stored in the computer. When we save a file in graphics programs such as Paint, it is automatically saved in pictures library. It contains a folder named sample pictures, which contains sample photos. So this is the picture. For example, my daughter has made this document, this sample file or this MS Paint file. So it is saved over here. Or you can see here in this camera roll, there are photographs of my daughter, videos and everything. So they are saved here. Let me show you how MS Paint files are saved there. So let's open MS Paint. Here quickly, let's make a drawing. See, I'm making this box and I'm adding text to it because I'm not very good at drawing. So I'll write in this, learn with Arati. That's the name of our channel. I'm writing this, I'm putting colors in this, putting some other color in this. Okay, so now I will save this. As soon as I try to save this picture, it will learn with Arati. It will give me an option of saving it in the My Pictures folder. So if I save it here, see, now if I go to My Pictures folder, see again, come back to let's come back to desktop. If we go to this PC, in this, if we open My Pictures, you can see that this file is here, Learn with Arati. Okay, so this is how you can save your pictures over here. And these are the two folders that we learned about till now. Now let's go to recycle bin. What is recycle bin? Recycle bin is nothing but it is basically the trash can of our computer. Now whenever I delete a file, for example, I made a file on desktop. Now I made a folder on desktop and this folder is not needed by me. By accident I made this folder. This is not needed by me. If I want to delete it, I have to click on it. Then if I click right click, or I can also use the delete key, but let me show you the other method using the mouse. If I right click it and if I click on delete, it got deleted, but it has not gotten away from the computer. Let me show you again. So we'll name our folder test delete. Okay. Now if I delete this folder test delete, it has not disappeared from the computer right away. It has gone to the recycle bin. So if I go to the recycle bin in here, see this folder is there, test delete, because this is the one that I just downloaded. Now if I want to recover this folder, I simply have to right click on it and click restore. See, it will again come back to the desktop. Why this happens? That sometimes by mistake you might press the delete key, so it goes to the recycle bin and you can go and restore it. So recycle bin provides a safety cover to the deleted files and folder. Now by mistake, if I press on delete, like I do not want to delete this folder, but by mistake if it gets deleted, it gives me a safety cover. I can go back to the recycle bin and restore it. When we delete some files or folders from the hard disk, Windows places them in the recycle bin. They remain in recycle bin till they are permanently deleted by us by clicking on the empty recycle bin option. Now if I want to permanently delete this, there are two options for me. First option is that I can click on this, right click on recycle bin and empty recycle bin. If I empty the recycle bin, it will clear all my trash. Now, but suppose I do not want to empty my entire trash. I just want to permanently delete this file. So for this, I will click on this and I will again click delete. Now it is asking me, see, are you sure you want to permanently delete this folder? So if I delete this folder, it will go away from my computer permanently. I cannot restore or I cannot recover it now. So I will click on yes. So it is gone forever. Similarly, if I want to delete this folder, right click, delete. Again, it will ask me, yes, I want to delete it permanently. Now it has gone forever. Next, the files or folders deleted from the removable storage devices are however not sent to recycle bin and they are deleted permanently. Now for example, if I put a file in my pen drive and if I delete it, it will not go to recycle bin, it will be deleted permanently. The items in the recycle bin can be restored back to the original location. So like I already taught you that whenever I click on an item to restore it, it will go back to the recycle bin. Okay, so let me just